Alrighty guys, so when it comes to Black Asta, it is about that time. Obviously with the previous video we saw the trailer. Obviously they teased Black Asta. Not only that, obviously for whatever reason, they showed us Spirit Dive Yuno as well as Valkyrie Noel, which of course those two characters will be releasing at a later time. But either way, they've been teased, so we'll take it. Looking absolutely beautiful. But the schedule here is here, sorry, for the mid-anniversary. Mid-anniversary? Half-anniversary? Why did I say mid? It kind of works. So, when it comes to Black Asta, he'll be releasing on the 14th of December alongside Julius. He is making a return. So, for anyone who doesn't know, this is what we like to call the Clover Festival banner. I think that's the term I personally use. I know some other people use these. There are certain characters that will come into the game that are just batshit broken. Now, of course, you've got Noel, who's a seasonal character, but to be classed as a seasonal Clover, this is kind of where it began with Julius. He came out, he had his own thing going on. It wasn't a seasonal, it was his own pickup banner, of course. It was like a big festival event type of deal when it came to Julius, of course. So when it comes to Black Clover, this is what we class as Festival Clover characters. So Julius was the first character to start things off. Black Asta is the second Clover Festival character to drop. Of course, Yuno will probably be done in this way, of course, the Spirit Dive Yuno, and going on further with the Valkyrie Noel, I assume, right? So there we go. That is pretty much the next Clover Festival character, Black Asta, of course. He'll be a 1% rate. It'll be like a pickup banner type of deal, so you know you got a good shot of actually getting the character, which is pretty nice. And then of course we've got custom pickup banners coming along, which we don't care for. We're here for Black Asta. Julius is also going to be here. So realistically, if you want to start JP, you've got two of the best goddamn characters that are dropping at the same time. Julius will be there beside Asta. Two Cloverfest banners right there if you want to start JP, alright, or KR, whichever one. Now, with that, the developers are aware of the people coming. By the way, there are coupon codes. What I'm going to start doing is, in the description, I'm going to start putting the coupon codes for JP, KR, and Global. They are limited, so like, I'll keep them there for a while, and then obviously once they're past their due date, I'll remove them, of course. So do check the description of my videos. Because if the codes are still there, use them. If they're not there, then you know, well, if they're not there, they're not there, of course. So I will put the codes in down below for JP, KR, and Global. So there's that. But anyway, coming back to what's going on. So with the announcement of Black Asta, of course, as well as the half anniversary, the developers are improving the welcoming packages, or like gifts, as you could say, from when new players join, when returning players come back. So again, this is a picture perfect time for you to start JP if you want to. I know most people are starting Global, that's completely fine, but here's the thing. When you see Black Asta, I know the temptation is there. So as you guys can see, the rewards are absolutely crazy. That's a free dupe stone right there, 2k crystals. This is just by logging in, by the way, on them improving the rewards and what you get when you first log on in. So obviously this is kind of the same on what Global has. I'm sure you guys are aware of this. You know, you complete these missions, you get a ton of tickets, a ton of rewards. I feel like these rewards have been buffed up because they're giving out tickets and crystals, which I don't think Global did. I mean, yeah, they are buffing up the rewards, so that's kind of, yeah, there's that. Yeah, so they're kind of talking through the reroll. That's all there, of course. Obviously with the login, they're all talking about how crystals and whatnot. I mean, you guys are aware, you know, JP, KR, they're a lot more free to play friendly, so yeah, there's a lot to be gained, of course. Coming back to the Clover Festival characters themselves, obviously Julius being the first one, just to give you guys an idea on why you need to be ready for this character when it comes to Global, because he's going to be releasing around Chapter 3. Now I'm going to do a separate video because Chapter 3 for Global, it's not that far off. Not that far off. Because I do want to talk about the dupe stones that you get and why you need to save them for the correct character. So of course with Julius, the way he's kind of built and why Clover Festival characters are just batshit insane. On his first skill, so keep in mind right now, everyone is using Lotus to manipulate and have the speed advantage, right? This Julius is kind of like that other character that also works from reducing the enemy speed and giving you that advantage play. So of course with his first skill, it is single target, so he applies a 5% decrease on the stamina to an enemy If this attack is a critical hit, he then applies a 5% increased stamina to all allies. That's his first skill, so that's kind of cracked already. Now his second skill, its AoE, has a 50% chance to inflict time stop to an enemy for 2 turns. Disables the effect of skill 2 and increases its cooldown by 1 turn. He basically nullifies that second skill on the enemy and increases the cooldown time by 1 turn. It's absolutely broken with that buff. That debuff. Not only that, he grants self with increased speed of level 3. However, if you get his Greymoor, which I highly suggest that everyone does, he has a 60% chance to apply a 10% decreased stamina to enemies other than the targeted one. Essentially, you look at their stamina, the stamina bar, the minute he gets that 60% off, all of their stamina is just practically gone. It is disgusting. And then your whole team basically goes forward whilst the enemy's whole team pushes, gets pushed back behind. That second skill with the Greymoor is basically broken. Insanely broken. So that's the second skill, right? And then the ultimate single target, stuns. You got yourself a guaranteed stun. Decreases their stamina by 20%. If you kill the enemy, you get an extra turn. He's a blue typing. So with red typing, it's essentially a free, second attack, basically, right? Alright, let's see if we can get this. So that goes off. Finral's going to boost, but we'll still get the speed advantage. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to pop this. No point putting the shield up. That's fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a free kill on Julius. Watch. Now his passive is going to kick in. Comes back. This is why we're going to max him out. Second skill comes into place. And if the debuff kicks in, then essentially it's a GG. Boom. There we go. All of his stamina is gone. He's blocked from using his second skill. He's dead weight. And he's gone right back to the queue. This is a prime example on why Julius is that character that global-wise, you're going to need him. And then we got the crit, would have given us the buff. Okay. So that is just a prime example on that part. I mean, his combination skill, upon having a buff, attacks applying a 30% increased damage, which is nice, and then also has a 10% decreased stamina to the enemy. It's cool, fine and dandy. I don't typically use it, although if it's there, when I need to use it, if I need to use it, then. Now, the thing that breaks this man to hell and back. First things first, this is his LR passives, and when you get him to LR, of course, for every 15 speed gain, 3% increase on damage, gain 1 stack of time accumulation, of course. Every turn, stack up to 5 stacks. Pretty much what that is that special skill damage plus 10%. So it's basically damage boosting on the LR passive, which is very nice. It's the dupe passive in why you want to max him out. When you die for the first time in battle, use regression. It should say resurrection. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, either way, and return to live with 45% max HP. This effect can only be activated once per battle. Now, 45% HP is still decent, right? If you get him to his second dupe passive, right? Very nice. Love that. It's half health, well, close to half health, which is cool. However, if you max him out, he comes back full HP. 100%. He is back, fresh, ready to kick ass again. This is the big reason why you want to max him out, because then he's back causing more issues, able to get more turns in if you of course do get the kill. His second skill is going to be absolutely insane by obviously affecting the enemy stamina, making it so that you'll get more turns in. He's just a problem unit, and then that makes him god tier. That is what Clover Festival characters, well, Julius is the first character to kind of start things off. This is what they're kind of bringing to the table. So this is kind of one of the big reasons why you want to be over-prepared. Over-prepared for Julius himself. And again, this is just me letting you guys know what these what Julius is capable of, and this is going to be like pretty much on par to, I mean, well, we've technically already seen what Black Asta is capable of. He's a hybrid character, defense and attack, by the way. So just to give you guys an idea on his skill page, so gain 10 to 25% increase on all attack. All attack, and then of course if you do apply it to Julius, keep in mind he gets the AoE decrease mobility reduction. And as you just saw right there, when I did it onto the Julius, all of his stamina was pretty much gone. and so he went back to the back of the queue. So that is pretty much what I mean about Clover Festival characters. These are the characters which people need to look out for, need to be prepared for, because as it stands right now, they have gone 2 for 2. Julius being the first one, and as I've just explained and showed you guys how broken that this man is, being maxed out. And of course Black Asta coming along, and we understand that because of course we've already looked at his kit. He is going to be a hybrid character of attack and defense, of course, so he's also going to be an absolute crazy character to have. So for global, of course, Julius will be the first character for chapter 3, which is not that far off. Let me just say that, not that far off. But I will go into in another video talking about saving your dupe stones for this character and that character and talking more about that. But I just kind of wanted to inform everyone about these Clover Festival. You should really just take the name and just run with it. Like with Grand Cross, they have those festival banners. That's basically in terms of Black Clover and what it is. All right. Yeah, Julius broken, Black Asta dropping with Julius on 14th of December. So if you do want to start JP/KR, they are welcoming with open arms. So there you go.